What's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. Let's dive into Bitcoin, guys. Going to start on the 1 week chart. Been having a busy few past couple days, so I'm back with the videos, back getting you all these updates. So let's dive into it, guys. Going to start here on the 1 week. This is really what we want to see. My last update on Twitter was the lower time frame moves. That played out. Essentially, all we've had is choppy chop action, guys. Nothing big ever since we had this huge wick down, okay? And like I've been updating y'all, every time we have closed below the 100 EMA, we had a weekly close. Every time we have always come down and hit the 200 EMA at minimum, okay? So that has now played out, guys. So all the disbelief, all the non-believers, there you go. It's happened once again. But also each and every time we also come lower than that 200 EMA. That's just a kind of a good reference point right there, guys, okay? So we have come lower each and every time. We have technically come lower here. So could this be a bottom? Sure. However, my ideology and opinion has not changed. I still think we can put in another macro low here. Do I think it's going to be immediate? Not necessarily. But I've been saying that we could put in another lower low. I've been saying 23. So I'm going to stick with that until I see otherwise, or I'm shown other information that says that that is not possible. So I'm sticking with that until shown otherwise, guys, okay? I think that we're somewhere more so around here, okay, where we have, put in our nice, huge dump, candles right here. Okay, we kind of wick down. We have come back up. Going to do some choppy action over the next few weeks. And I think in those next coming weeks, that is where we could, potentially find that next move lower here, okay, and potentially create, that formation of a bottom here. And that's just my opinion. Again, I could be wrong, but I'm going to stick with that until shown otherwise here, guys, okay? And even more so, these kind of wicks, a lot of times they will fill, right? We get these huge wicks. A lot of time they'll be tested to see how much we can fill that wick up to really see where that market buying pressure is at, okay? So again, on the weekly outlook, I am still thinking that we could put in lower. I've not changed my ideology. That is my opinion, and I will stick with it until I'm shown otherwise, guys. And what I need to see for that otherwise factor, okay, like I've been telling y'all, we go into our daily chart here, right? The supply and demand zone, we have blown through that, guys, okay? And now, look, we have come down here, we have wick, potentially creating some formation of a descending support level potentially here off these wicks right here, wick, and these wicks right here. We are now back above that support. We are now hovering at this exact moment, guys. We are hovering right at this support right here. This is where the last candles on the daily view, these are where the last candles, close right here. Okay, do y'all see that? That's where the last closing and opening candles. Otherwise, below that, it's just wicking. It's just wicking. And that's exactly where we're sitting right at this moment. So we're holding that summer low support as of right now, guys. Okay, but again, like I just told you on that weekly view, I'm not opposed to us seeing more choppy action, right? Like this could totally happen right here. And what I think is kind of weird to me, and let me just go on a soapbox real quick, is that we came down here, we wicked. Okay, great, yeah, of course we're gonna shoot back up after huge wick. It's pretty typical. But then we are sitting somewhere right around here, 29 or so. And all the big accounts on Twitter started getting super bullish, that we're going to be so bullish coming into this week. And then I saw this move happen. I let y'all know that we could pump up to 30K plus range. That happened, and we got to 31 here, and they're all celebrating that some big bullish move happened. And I'm like, what is going on here? Are we really celebrating this small tiny little move right here? And now it's fully retraced. I'm like, what is going on right there? So I think that was kind of weird that. I don't know. I saw that, and people were getting so bullish and so euphoric off this tiny little move. I guess it was like an exit liquidity type of thing going on there. But let's get into this, guys. So A, B, and C. This is our macro A, B, and C wave correction. Okay, what I need to see to get me bullish on this market, for me to want to put in some longs here, is we are in our macro ABC correction. I want to see price action come back up here, reclaim the macro A wave low that is sitting just a hair under 33K. Okay, hold that level as key support, and that's where I would be open to seeing bullish continuation right here, guys. Now, I do think that the very first time, if or when we come up here, guys, okay, because we've never back tested this level. Look, we broke through this level with volume. We kind of gave it a little something right here, but that's nothing. What we want to see is, come down here, swoop, come back up here. We back test this level as resistance. So I do think that the first time that we would push up here, it would probably be a pretty swift denial, right? We'd go up to 33, maybe fall back to 31, 30 range or so, and then give that another go. But if or when we get back above this level, guys, I'll be bullish. That's fine, okay? And if what everyone says that, we're going straight to 100K, then fine. I caught it at 33 rather than the, exact bottom at 26. And it's not going to matter when it's at 100K, guys. So don't worry about having to flip-flop bias right now, of having to jump off bandwagon, jump on the next bandwagon, guys. Here, just stay patient. You don't need to worry. You don't have to keep on trying to flip your bias to be exactly right all the time. When you stop worrying about trying to be correct, and you start worrying about being unbiased, that is where you typically end up being correct. So stop worrying about being correct, start worrying about being unbiased, and you'll probably be correct, guys. So that's my view, right? I'm bearish until we come back up here and we get back above this major support and resistance level that is now acting as resistance to us. We haven't even given a proper backtest yet, so we'll see what happens. We get above that, okay, we'll long. We stay below that, okay, we're bearish. It's simple as that, guys. I don't know what else to tell you right there. That's as simple as it is for me right now. Macro ABC correction, we complete the correction, I'll be good to go. Sure, if we're going to 100K, then great, I'll ride with y'all. Sounds good to me. Otherwise, I'm prepared for lower, okay? And that's my opinion, and I'll stick with it until shown otherwise. There's nothing here to show otherwise. This move from here to here shows me nothing that we can't come lower. This is just some relief as of now, guys. Like I said, we get back above here, I'll flip the bias on that, on this more macro view. Let's get into our lower time frame charts here, guys. This was the last, I believe, the last update I gave you on Twitter when I've been busy kind of over these past few days, that we had this small descending pattern here that could push us up and we could run into the 30K range here. We came up, we wicked up to 30,300, sorry. Came back down, found our macro support level here, went back up. I gave y'all this lower time frame resistance and then our higher time frame resistance level, and you can see we came up and we pushed just past the lower time frame resistance, almost made it to the higher time frame resistance. So this was a nice little area of resistance. So if you looked at the chart on Twitter, then you knew a really good area that you could put in at least a scalp short down here, a lower time frame short. And that played out really nicely here, where they've run into this resistance level. Didn't quite make it to that one, and now we come down and surprise, guys. Where did we fall down to? We've fallen down to exactly this macro level that I had marked for y'all right here at approximately 29452, guys. Okay, so now we're just kind of floating around this level. And again, I also let y'all know that any move from here, it was just going to be choppy chop, guys, and that's all we've done right here, right? Just chop, chop, chop. Now we're just back. We're just going sideways. I mean, look at that, just sideways choppiness. Okay, so could you trade it? Yeah, I've done a couple little tiny little scalp moves over here and there over the past few days. Just a couple little ones. I didn't post anything. It wasn't worth posting. Just a couple quick little scalps here and there. And other than that, guys, like I said, I'm just staying patient. There's no need to try and rush and be the hero of going all in on the market here, guys, and potentially being wrong. Don't try and be the hero here, guys. Just stay patient. Let it come to you. It will come. The market just needs you to stay patient. Okay. The harder it is, the longer that we go on this range here, guys. But that's the key. You got to be patient here, guys. So that's what I'm seeing right here, guys. We pull up the RSI. There's not too much going on here. Maybe a little bit right here that I'm seeing of a kind of a medium grade, a small little hidden bullish divergence right here, where we have a low and a higher low, and we were pretty much essentially creating the same exact low there. So it's not much, but it is a little bit of a hidden bullish divergence there, and it was actually off this candle right here. So that could have potentially already played out, where it went from 29.3 to 30,000, almost 30,200. So almost a 1K move right there. So as small as that is, and on this lower 1 hour time frame, that could have already played out. This could have been that hidden bullish divergence already playing out. So other than that, guys, I don't see too much. Let me pull up a 4 hour real quick just to make sure Yeah, I'm not. This is all pretty status quo here on the lower time frames, guys. So until we start really moving out of this little range, I would just expect some more choppy sideways action, guys, right? Like I said, I'm either looking to go to 33K. I'm probably going to fade that on the first time. Going to 33K, I'll fade that, short it, see how low we go. We break above it, hold as support. I'll long it there. Otherwise, I'm looking for a macro move lower down to the 23K range. I think that could come over the next few weeks. And other than that, guys, I think that if we don't do any of those, then we're just going to do some more of this sideways choppy action, guys. So that's what we're looking at: the macro, the daily, the lower time frames. If you found the video helpful, throw a like down, throw a comment, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching today, guys.